Ladies, I'm here tonight on this show. And tonight I am going to talk about these college games once again. I think they're called the New Year Eve's games, the whatever the hell they're called. So look, the first game was my Notre Dame, my Fighting Irish, man. It was very embarrassing what went down today, man. Our first game with our new head coach, Freeman, defensive coordinator, now got promoted to head coach after Brian Kelly left for LSU. Completely embarrassing what happened because his calling card is supposed to be defense, and we fucking had a fucking 21-point lead, 28-7 in the second quarter, completely evaporated. At one point, got outscored by 30 points. We went from winning 28-7 to losing 37-28. Completely embarrassing, man, especially for Freeman. He's supposed to be a defensive-minded coach. Terrible. The offense, too, I think they only scored 7 points. They scored 28 points at the first half, only 7 in the second half. I don't know what the hell happened to this team. Completely embarrassing, man. Like I said, at one point, gave up 30 unanswered points, lost a 21-point lead. Man, an embarrassment way for Coach Freeman to start his career as a Notre Dame head coach. I don't know what the hell happened with his defense, man. It just went to the shithole, man. It just really did, man. Some stats here. The quarterback for Oklahoma State, Spencer Sanders, 51 throws, completed 34, 371 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 234 yards rushing for the team. Also, the quarterback, Spencer Sanders, led the way with 125 yards rushing. He just killed us, man. He had 2 receivers, Martin and Presley, with both 10 receptions for over 100 yards. Martin had 3 touchdowns. Man, we just got embarrassed, especially in the second half, man. Notre Dame, Jack Conan. You can't be throwing the ball 68 times. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just ridiculous. You know, you throw it only 21 times and you throw it 68 times. Unbelievable, unacceptable. I don't know, man. He completed half of those exactly. 68 throws, completed 38 of them. 500 yards. Of course, you're going to throw over for 500 yards when you throw it 68 times. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jack Conan actually had a good game, but it's because of course you're going to have a good game. Of course you're going to throw for 500. Of course you're going to throw for 5 touchdowns when you throw for 68 times. Like, unbelievable, man. So I don't know, like, Tommy Rees, I mean, I don't know how much in charge he was of the offensive duties when Brian Kelly was here. But I'm pretty sure now with Brian Kelly gone today, he was a lot more in charge. And this is terrible, man. 68 throws to just 21 rushings. Only 42 yards as a team. Terrible, man. We have a lot of work to do because, off balance with the running and passing game. The defense giving up a 30-point lead, losing a 21-point lead. We got a lot of work to do, man. We really do. I'm scratching my ass. I don't even have androids. We got a lot of work to do. Then congratulations to London Macaron. His Kentucky Wildcats beat Iowa 20-17. Arkansas beat Penn State 24-10 in the Outback Bowl. Kentucky beat Iowa in the Verbo Cactus Bowl. And then Ohio State 48-45 beats Utah in the Rose Bowl. This was a pretty good game too, and same pretty familiar situation where at one point, I believe Utah was up 35-21. They had a nice lead there, but then their quarterback went down for Utah. A lot of quarterbacks went down. The quarterback from Utah went down. The quarterback from from Ole Miss went down. Matt Corral, who's supposed to be an NFL top prospect. Some quarterbacks went down. There at the end, when Cameron Rising went down. Kind of went to the shithole maybe a little bit for Utah. Who knows if they would have won or not? But it went a little bit to the shithole when he went down. He 22 throws, 17 completions, 214 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The backup did throw an interception. So I don't know, man. Branson Barnes, maybe I don't know how much of the momentum would have kept on a side of Utah if Cameron Rice doesn't get hurt. Who knows? But because the biggest thing they were doing, they were running the ball. 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. But yeah, Cameron Rice was also part of that as he ran for 92 of those yards. So yeah, maybe the momentum didn't go to the shithole once the quarterback got hurt for Utah. But Utah played them pretty damn good. CJ Stroud, who many people believe will be an NFL top prospect in the next few years once he's eligible for the NFL draft. 46 throws completed, 37 of them, 573 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was very impressive in this game, the way he kept coming back because the defense let them down tonight, giving up 45 points. Also, there was a kick return there, a kickoff return. I thought CJ Stroud looked fantastic tonight, bringing this team back. I know, like I said, the quarterback got hurt for Utah, Cameron Rising, but still, CJ Stroud did a fantastic job. He might have been the MVP of the game, might have been the fucking MVP of the him and Spencer from Oklahoma State, man. Hell of a job of bringing their teams back. Hell of a job by those two, man. Really, 110 yards rushing for Ohio State. Jackson Smith Najibi, I forget what his name is, led the way with the 15 catches, 347 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jesus Christ, man. 15 catches, 347 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jesus Christ, man. And then Marvin Harrison Jr., who I think is the son of Marvin Harrison, the guy from Indianapolis Colts years ago. 6 catches, 71 yards, 3 touchdowns. But yeah, man, that Smith guy, Jesus Christ, man. 347 yards, 3 touchdowns, 15 receptions. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, man. Then you got SMU beat Toledo in the Bahamas Bowl. Those were actually on Friday, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, Ohio State beats Utah. Kentucky beats Iowa. Oklahoma State beats Notre Dame. Arkansas beats Penn State. But yeah, man, those guys were for sure the MVPs tonight. I thought both of them did a great job. Spencer Sanders and CJ Stroud bringing their teams back from for being down by multiple points, man. But yeah, man, hell of a game. Good college football games here tonight on a Saturday. Like a typical if it was a typical Saturday night of college football. We'll see what the hell happens, but very disappointed with the Fighting Irish, the way they played, completely off balance with the passing and run game, giving up 21-point lead, giving up 30 points at one point unanswered. Got a lot of work to do. Muckrell from Ole Miss, hopefully he's okay. They're down 21-7. I stopped watching it because it doesn't matter anymore to me. Timmy! With Matt Corral getting hurt, doesn't really matter anymore. But we'll see what happens. Let me check real quick for you guys. But I think it's 21-7 in the fourth quarter. Baylor's winning. Yeah, Ole Miss is screwed without Matt Corral. But yeah, man, it sucked that, like I said, great games by Spencer Sanders from Oklahoma State and CJ Stroud from Ohio State. And at the same time, Jesus Christ, Cameron Rising from Utah and Matt Corral end up from Ole Miss end up going down. So you had 2 great performances by Sanders and CJ Stroud from Ohio State and Oklahoma State bringing their teams back, and then you have 2 terrible scenarios with Matt Corral from Ole Miss and Cameron Rising from Utah going hurt, especially both of them, man, because Cameron Rising could have gotten a huge upset over Ohio State, man. He was giving them a lot of problems, especially with the rain. He ran for almost 100 yards. Jesus Christ. And then we all know Matt Corral, not only the game, but he could be an NFL top prospect. This might affect him now with the injury. But anyway, until next time, I'm out like a light. Holla at your boy.